All right. Welcome back for another episode of Two Plain Sports. Today is Wednesday, May 3rd, and as you can tell, we are joined by a special guest, Joseph Jonah-Ajonye. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. Well, we're glad to have you on. So we're going to do just an interview, get to know you, introduce you to Sooner Nation, and how your recruitment and where you came from, and high school, your upcoming senior year, and what you're expecting for that. So we'll just jump right into it. So first of all, again, thanks for hopping on. I guess my first question would be, did you recently visit Oklahoma for the spring game? Did you go up for the spring game?
Yes, I did.
So how was that visit? I mean, there were a lot of visitors, great game. What are some of your thoughts?
Yeah, that visit was great. I got there, got to spend some time with Coach Bates and Coach Venables. And then after that, I just got to chill with some of the recruits like David and watch the game and just chill. That visit was very fun. I enjoyed it.
Brandon, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to do a quick follow up on that question that Brum had because I was watching the Brandon Drummond Parker Thune podcast a week or two ago when they were talking about your visit, specifically hanging out with Nigel Smith and David Stone, as you just kind of alluded to. Just how kind of cool is that to be able to hang out with, with these other elite prospects such as yourself, and you guys talk about what it would be like to possibly team up. I mean, three of the best defensive line in the 2024 class play on the same team somewhere.
Yeah, we do talk about it. Me, David, and Nigel. That was really fun getting to meet them because I've always wanted to meet those guys. And so I'm glad Coach Bates was able to set up something. And yeah, it would be a very dominant D-line if we did commit to.
I think that would definitely get the entire fan base pretty excited about the future of the program with the three of you guys in the trenches. So I was actually reading up a little bit about your history. Saw that you moved here, your family moved here when you were pretty young, and you didn't really start playing football until you were a freshman in high school. What got you to make the decision of picking between, because you were picking between basketball and football, if I remember correctly. What motivated you to pick football over basketball at such a young age, especially when in 3 years you've become one of the best defensive linemen in the country?
What motivated me to play football was just the football coaches at my old school just encouraging me to try it out. And then when I did try it out, the adrenaline that it gave me and just how much fun it was really pushed me. And I felt like I could build something with the talents and the intangibles that I have. And so, yeah, that's why I really started playing football. And my uncle, he also pushed me towards it. And I just got tired of basketball. Basketball just wasn't fun anymore. So, you don't get.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So obviously, I can tell behind you, you've got a lot of offers, or at least letters from different universities. So with you starting football kind of late, compared to some players, when did your recruitment kind of start to take off? Because I feel like it didn't take very long. Whenever you started playing, was it your sophomore year where things kind of really started rolling for you?
Yeah, it was my sophomore year of spring ball. I got my first two offers, and then that summer I got two more. And then my junior season, after September 1st, going towards the end of the season, that's when my recruitment started to pick up. I got Texas Tech, which was like my first Power 5 offer. And then after my junior season, that's when my recruitment started to pop off.
So you are the self-proclaimed QB hunter, and watching your tape, it's easy to see why you get after those quarterbacks, man. You got to be a QB's worst nightmare. But something that I really enjoyed about your tape is you have a very high motor. You don't give up on the play till it's over. You're chasing guys down, making plays on the quarterback way late. But you've also played inside and outside, which is another thing that I really like to watch too in these recruits. Have you talked with these college coaches about next level? If you'd rather play inside or outside, or does it really matter to you?
Doesn't really matter to me. I'm good at both of them. And I have talked to these coaches, and they said that I'm going to play both. They like the way that they can move me around, so that's really good. And I'd like to add that I am a quarterback hunter, but I'm also a running back hunter. I need to add that.
Yeah, you got to update the Twitter your Twitter profile, man.
Yeah, I'm a running back.
I love it. So, a little bit about your recruitment. You mentioned you went to Oklahoma. I saw that you were just recently up at Oregon. Clearly, this summer is about to be huge with you. I know we talked about it a little bit before we started recording, but timeline for your commitment. I'm sure you've got a lot of planning to do here over the next probably few weeks before summer really hops off. What's your timeline look like here, man?
I plan on this summer, I want to go on as many visits as I can so I could get a feel of all the schools. And then I plan on committing before the season on August 1st. So my mind can be on the success of my team and not other stuff, you know. But
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
but if I feel like I haven't made, back around, it's still going to be in August. I plan on committing in August. But if I haven't made up my mind by August 1st, I'm probably going to push it.
Makes sense. No, I don't blame you. It seems like a lot of people want to make their decision before their senior season starts so you can just focus on high school football. And, something that the NCAA has changed starting July 1st is that you can take more than 5 official visits.
Yeah.
And is that something that you just said you want to visit as many schools as possible? Are you planning to take advantage of that if a school will offer you some more official visits than your original 5? It seems like some players are, some players aren't. I'm just curious what your opinion is on that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use that. I'm definitely gonna use it, like, to see everywhere from the East Coast to the West Coast. I need to see what school can provide me with the tools and the equipment to become the best D lineman in the country. So yeah.
I like it. So we are an OU-based podcast. Is the move to the SEC for OU something that you factor into your decision process as far as playing SEC versus Big 12 ball if it is Oklahoma?
Yeah. I really since I started, getting into football and watching college football, I've always wanted to play in the SEC because it's the closest thing to the NFL. And all the guys that have played in the SEC, they're doing really well in college, like Jalen Hurts and who else? A lot of people. But Jalen Hurts just comes to mind because I'm an Eagles fan. But yeah.
Well, Eagles had a pretty good draft. I'm not sure if you got to watch that, but they're filling up that team with a whole bunch of dogs, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Looking at all the schools you've been to, you mentioned you want to try to take advantage of the opportunity to visit more than 5 schools on official visits. You're trying to just do what you can to understand who's going to make you the best defensive lineman and the best you can be at the next level. What does that look like for you? Like, do you want to? And every program offers something different. What exactly are you looking for within the program that you commit to?
Switch me around, and then looking for a place who has the best program, who has the best program to be able to, build me. Y'all hear me?
Yep, you're back now.
Yeah, I got a phone call, my bad. But yeah, as I was saying, use me and then build me up, that type of stuff.
Is that Coach Bates calling?
No, it wasn't. It was one of me and Coach Bates earlier this afternoon.
Nice. So with Coach Bates coming over from Clemson to Oklahoma, did you know Coach Bates when he was at Clemson? Was he recruiting you at all while he was there, or was that a recruitment that he just initiated once he was at Oklahoma?
No, I did not know Coach Bates while I was at Clemson. It was something he initiated once he got to Oklahoma. Yeah.
So outside of Coach Bates on the Oklahoma end, we know Coach Bates is going to do his darndest to get you and a couple other players on that defensive line class for 2024. But do you hear from Coach Chavez too? What about players on the team? What about ex-players? Gerald McCoy seems very active on Twitter in recruiting battles. Who else do you hear from on the Oklahoma side outside of Coach Bates?
Outside of Coach Bates, I mostly hear from Coach Venables. He texts me a lot. He texts me every day. Coach Chavez, and then I also talk to PJ Adebawore. I talk to him a lot. Yeah, he's cool. Sometimes I talk to Savion Bird, McCade Matower. I talk to those guys.
PJ looked pretty good in that spring game too.
Yeah, he did. I enjoyed watching him play.
Sorry. So with again, everything going on in your recruitment, high school ball, you want to try to get your decision made before the season starts. What are you expecting out of your high school team? Looking at this upcoming fall.
I'm expecting dominance because I'm not gonna lie, we definitely have the best defense in this district. Me, Favor, Justin, we definitely have the best offense. I also expect dominance, so we should be contending for our district championship. We should go at least like 9-1, at least. Anything less than that, then I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna be very dominant on the defensive side of the ball. That's a promise.
That's good. And talking about your high school, your senior year upcoming, obviously, everyone wants to win a state title. Do you have any personal goals? Is it 10, 15 sacks in a year? Any benchmark you're trying to hit?
Yeah, I'm trying to go for 15 sacks, around 70 tackles, like 4 strip sacks, and I'm gonna try to get. I want to catch the ball and score a touchdown before I go.
I love it. So you mentioned August 1st as a tentative date that you're kind of circled. You want to have your decision made by then to where you're going to be playing your next 3 to 4 years of college football. So once you make that decision, obviously your main focus is going to be on your upcoming high school senior season. But when you know where you're playing, how big of a recruiter are you going to turn into? Are you one of the guys who are going to try to get in other kids' ears, try to get them to come with you, or do you kind of just leave that alone and let the coaches and whoever else take care of that?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and recruit other people because I want to play with the best of the best, so we can win a national championship on the college level and go into the playoffs. Because that's also one of my goals in my career. I want to win a national championship. That's big for me. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna recruit.
So how familiar were you with like the whole college football scene when you first started playing football, since you did start as a 14-year-old?
Yeah, I started playing at 13 actually.
13.
But I wasn't too familiar with it. I didn't really start getting into college football until my junior season. Until like all these offers started rolling in, that's when I looked into college football.
So how's the experience been so far? It's been probably just less than a year since you really got into it. What's been the most fun thing you've done?
I'm enjoying every moment. Really getting to talk to coaches and them teaching me some stuff about the game, and then just meeting some cool people.
And it's always interesting. I'm curious to always ask, whenever your recruiting started blowing up, and still to this day, I mean, does your phone just ring constantly with text messages from random numbers, calls from coaches? I mean, is your phone always? I mean, I know you say Venables talks to you a lot. Bates does too. I mean, that's just one school. There's multiple schools after you. I mean, is your phone always getting text messages and things like that?
Yeah, sometimes it depends. Like today, I wouldn't say it was really bad, but it was okay. I always have to put my phone on silent when I'm in school because it's always buzzing. Mostly Twitter, really.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you ever?
When it first
does it
started
ever?
recruitment taking
Yeah. Does it ever get old? I mean, do you ever get kind of tired of it? Do you just kind of silence some notifications for a while? I mean, I just feel like after a while, it's like I just need a few minutes.
No, I don't get tired of it
No.
because my sophomore year, this was always my goal, to get all these offers, to get all this attention. So I'm not gonna get tired of it. I'm gonna enjoy every single moment of it until it's all over.
Yeah. So it's, as Jose talked about now, we know you didn't really start playing football till 14, so you're relatively new to the game. Is there a player, whether it be NFL or college football, that you kind of see on the D line? You told us you're a Jalen Hurts fan, but is there a player that you kind of see on the D line or maybe anywhere on defense where you go, man, I kind of want to model my game after this guy, or I want to be like so and so?
Yeah, Joseph Osai. He's my favorite player in the entire league. I love the way he plays. His versatility, the speed and the power, and the way his craft. I love it.
He is a Longhorn, right?
Yeah, he's a Longhorn.
Just kidding.
I was talking to him a couple of days ago, actually.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So what are you most excited about to get to the next level? Obviously, you mentioned you want to win a national championship, but I mean, logically, whatever school you go to, there's a lot of things that have to happen and maybe go your way to get to that point. Outside of winning that championship, what excites you about being on a Power 5 roster?
Mostly starting my freshman season. I'm really excited for that.
I have one unrelated to football that I think just came to me just because Jose's talking about a little bit outside of the game too. But whenever you get to that next level, what do you plan on studying?
I plan on studying kinesiology.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like a physical therapist? That's what that is, right?
Yeah, physical therapy or a team doctor in the NFL.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Be a cool post NFL career.
Awesome post NFL career.
Yeah. So a couple more questions. So one of my last few would be, it seemed like you got a lot of offers basically in January of this year and February. And Oklahoma, according to 247, offered you, whether this is true or not, on February 1st. And there's been a bunch of offers between January and February. What made Oklahoma rise to the top? What do you like about Oklahoma? And maybe what are some of your top other schools too? Because it's not just Oklahoma that's recruiting you hard. I mean, Oregon seems to be in it as well.
Yeah, when Oklahoma first offered me, the defensive coordinator, Ted Roof, he kept on asking me if I was interested. And yeah, I was interested, but I didn't know too much about OU. So they weren't really that high on my list until I took my first visit there. Then they became really high on my list. Other than OU, like you said, Oregon, Georgia, Texas Tech, they've been talking to me for the longest. Texas A&M, the Longhorns. Who else? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh yeah, FSU and TCU. Those guys, they've been highly recruiting me.
I'm out of questions. I don't know if you guys have any more for Joseph.
No, we appreciate you joining. Unless Brum, you have one on.
Yeah, my last one is, do you have an official schedule with Oklahoma or any other schools?
Yeah, I do. I have two set up right now. I have Texas Tech set up on June 9th and Oklahoma set up on the 16th.
Who do you want to win the NBA championship?
Lakers.
Heck yeah.
That's what Jose wants
That's the way to go.
Can't have it. Miami's going to win. I'm just going to spoil it for all y'all.
The Celtics are going to win.
The Celtics.
Yeah. Yeah, even though they lost to an Embiid-less Sixers team last night.
Hey, James Harden was cooking though. He looked like good James Harden again. That was fun to watch.
He could not miss. So, but anyway, again, Joseph, we really appreciate you hopping on. Great interview, and we hope to have you on again in the near future, and maybe check in during the summer when you're doing your official visits and things like that. So, again, we appreciate you, and everyone that's watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Apple, Spotify, and TikTok. And be sure to go follow Joseph on Instagram and Twitter. We will link his bio and his accounts in the description below.